This is the program that shows you the side of police chase videos they didn't want you to see.
He picked up speed, look at that!
Bungled arrests, kamikaze crooks, and cop-based carnage of all kinds. Welcome to Cops Uncut 2, the real car crash TV.
On my way.
Coming up, Grand Slam, changing rooms, and it's a knockout. To you and I, this Volvo appears to be driving in a completely normal and law-abiding fashion, but then we can't see what's going on inside. This highway patrolman, however, knows something we don't. Minutes earlier, he spotted the driver at a gas station filling up her boot with some rather unusual baggage.
Just get him out the back. Get him back.
She pops the boot and out comes the problem. First one, then two, and then 3 pieces of kindergarten cargo. Top marks for the Volvo's storage capacity, but nil point for parenting. This backwards babysitter's got a lot of explaining to do, but considering that 2 are her own and the other belongs to a friend, she can't even claim they came free with the petrol.
You have a B license. What do you do for a living? Drive a school bus.
Yes, she drives a school bus, a big yellow one, probably without any windows.
Why would you let kids ride in the truck? You can
Of course, it was all their doing. And if you've ever been on a long-distance car journey with 3 children, you'll have to agree that though it is completely irresponsible and illegal, don't kid yourself, you've probably given it a thought. Police Academy Lesson 17, Body Takedown. You may be worried that when you graduate to being a fully fledged cop, that you're going to spend half your time stood around doing nothing, sleeping in your squad car or looking silly as you direct traffic. But don't worry, young cadets, police work will supply you with all the exercise and action you could ever need. Especially if you find yourself running after a fleeing drug dealer and you happen to have left your gun at home. In fact, a surprise flying tackle is one of the best ways to intercept a crook like this and make him feel the real sting of law enforcement. Now that your suspect has been taken down, continue to apply body pressure, including the occasional hand to the face, just to remind him what gravel tastes like. However, if you weren't the only trooper in the race and you didn't get first bite of the cherry, then shake your suspect's leg and kick whatever it was he was carrying like it matters. Now that you've applied your body to the case, you can start to gloat as you slowly earn the respect and admiration of all your mates. So once more from the top, desk jobs are boring. Always look for the opportunity to stretch your legs outdoors, and there's no better weapon than yourself to take a crook down. Pain initiated, class dismissed.
Taking off again.
Still to come, vans bring the house down. Drunks fight the power. And cops roll with it. Bringing suspects to heel is no picnic in any weather, but these officers aren't about to let a bit of rain distract them from their duty of taking fleeing criminals down.
We're getting a couple sparks now and again, John.
Sometimes treacherous conditions call for desperate measures.
Radio, be advised, he is ramming into the Macomb car. He is ramming into the Macomb car.
And after one police car's valiant attempt to run the villain off the road has failed, they decide to bring things to a head by making the suspect the filling in a squad car sandwich.
Get out of the car!
Having held their perpetrator at gunpoint,
Get your hands up!
and placed him in a pair of handcuffs, you might think getting him out of the car would be a straightforward matter. Au contraire, watching this ham-fisted eviction, you'd be forgiven for thinking that too many cops might spoil the broth. The service may appear slow, but it looks as if this buffet may be turning into a sit-down dinner.
Fucker, you know how much shit work you cost us?
When it comes to busting bad guys, this is one crew of cops that really take the biscuit. Miniature motorhomes like this one can be the perfect tortoiseshell for the long-distance driver, but quick and speedy, they ain't. You'd want to be one hell of a wheelman before you tried to shake off the law in an RV, and this guy's driving is proving to be strictly Z-list. Throw a wet road into the equation and these felons are about to make an impromptu house call. They say charity begins at home. This householder had better hope those crooks can chip in towards the cost of a new front room after their literal display of breaking and entering.
Taking off again.
Welcome to our second lesson of the day on how not to behave in front of your children.
Yes, ma'am, you were speeding.
No, sir, I wasn't.
Ma'am, speed limit in here is only 30.
It's 30? Well, where was I going faster than 30?
Right back there.
Like many great dramas, what you're about to see is a prime example of how to make a mountain out of a molehill.
Look, spare me this time. I promise I will never speed on
Need
this
to
road
see your
again.
insurance card, ma'am.
Sir? So I guess that's not going to work, is it?
No, ma'am. Need to see your insurance card, please.
When the art of gentle persuasion fails, it seems this woman has only one other technique at her disposal: complete atomic hysteria.
No, I never get. Here's my goddamn fucking driver's license card. Just take me in, okay? I'm tired of these goddamn fucking speeding tickets.
Ma'am, just try to calm down.
No!
But this melodramatic monologue is about to become a duet.
Come on, take me in. You just take me in.
Please don't take us to jail.
I'm not.
Yes, he is. He's taking me to jail because I don't want to deal with any more traffic. You check my record right
cool
now.
water.
I have spent $500 in 3 months. I cannot afford it.
Compose yourself now.
I can't. You rev up that ticket and I'll compose my fucking self.
Not a bad offer under the circumstances, but instead things are going to go from bad to worse.
You can shove that son horn up your ass. I'm leaving right now. Come on, Lindsay.
Ma'am, you're not going anywhere. Ma'am, don't make me chase you down this road. Okay, don't take off. I'm telling you, don't take
Oh,
off.
what's gonna happen? Gonna throw me in jail for speeding? Huh? Is that what you're gonna do?
Eventually, the officer can stand no more.
Turn the car off.
Hey!
Now, get out of the car. Get out.
Arrest me. Go
Turn
ahead,
around.
arrest
I'm
me.
going to. Come here.
Come on, please.
I've had enough.
He's arresting me.
Turn around.
Oh, no! Okay, we don't turn around.
The daughter may have her head screwed on, but Mum's clearly on the way to the asylum.
Don't arrest us. Please
Ma'am, all I'm
don't
gonna do is give you a
arrest
speeding
us.
ticket.
Don't.
You
Don't
sign it?
arrest us.
Okay, you sign it, be on your way. No, nothing else, okay? You just need to calm down.
Mommy, just
All right?
sign it.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna do, just calm down.
It's compelling evidence that stupidity isn't passed down by genes. This manic mother may have gone mental,
Asshole, you done. Sorry, fucking bastard.
but luckily her daughter is as sane as a judge.
I don't know, she just got irate, man. Jumped out of the car, wanted to take me on. And she just went off, man. They don't get me no ticket. That's like my...
Thankfully, once the cops have apprehended a suspect in the street, the camera work doesn't stop with the squad cars. It carries on in the station. And the officer's new friend gets a warm welcome to the drunk tank. The tank is a unique environment where suspects and policemen can meet face to face and express their feelings for each other. It's a place where ideas can be freely exchanged.
You have the right to have a good job here and push me and kicking you around.
And a chance for them both to really get to know each other.
Let me get my guy down low. Let me get my lawyer.
But not all the guests want to take advantage of police hospitality, so it's up to the officers to persuade them to stick around. The tank is all about sharing the experience, so cops often introduce their colleagues to their new friend. Thanks to the tank's intimate setting, they're usually all bonding within no time at all. So for small social gatherings, the tank is the perfect venue. It can host friendly one-on-ones without pulling any punches. Or it can take a group booking, and all the fun can be spread around. When a carjacker nicks somebody's motor and you end up in pursuit, it's probably tempting to play it safe and hang back in the hope that eventually he'll run out of gas or run out of steam. But there are better ways to stop him. You could, for example, work as a team with your fellow officers, getting them to lay a trap for him further down the road. The spike strip or stinger is an excellent way to blow a hole in someone's escape.
He's already driving on 2 flats.
Assuming, that is, he's got anything left to blow a hole in.
We got sparks coming off the right front tire.
Back at the ambush site, the Arlington officers watch as the car thief drives directly over the spikes. It's a success. Well, a partial success at any rate. Because if we switch back to the camera inside the pursuing cruiser, we see that the stinger isn't removed in time and ends up blowing the cops' tires as well. Other officers take up the pursuit, while the senior officer apologizes for accidentally taking his colleague out of the game.
How many did we get? One?
I don't know if he got his or not. I knew he hit it.
He hit him.
Well, he's got to be fucking flat on all 4 by now.
That's what they're saying.
Perhaps the cock-up wasn't entirely in vain after all. Cutting back to the chase again, we can see that the suspect is indeed in trouble. This time the police have had enough of all that clever stuff. Instead, they resort to some good old-fashioned brute force to bully the thief into submission. The suspect is taken into custody, and the owner of the SUV will get back what's left of his property. Since only one cop car got crashed, it's another good night for the Arlington PD.
Taking off again.
Still to come. Raise your arms if you want to be arrested.
Move to your left right now, 3 steps.
Scream if you want to go faster. While much of police work tends to be a rather serious business, it's nice to see our highway patrolmen haven't forgotten how to enjoy themselves when faced with a bit of downtime. Without a criminal in sight, what could be better than taking in some of the countryside while driving through it as fast as you possibly can?
Richfield 57 on Barney.
The only problem is that when you take a corner too quickly and roll over your patrol car, there's no one to blame but yourself. But then that's the trouble with criminals. There's never one around when you need one.
Oh, shit.
Drunk test dummies. The scene up ahead may look like a poor man's cowboy convention.
Do you see the white tip of this pen?
But the drunk suspect on the left doesn't want any confusion.
Now, I would like to tell you that I am a Wilson.
A welder? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So with that vital piece of information cleared up, it's on with the sobriety test.
Alrighty. Well, do you have any trouble seeing that white tip?
No, sir.
You can see the white tip?
Yeah.
Alright.
But he's still worried that the outfit might be getting in the way.
May I remove my cowboy?
If you desire, certainly.
So he starts removing various items of clothing.
Watch my direction.
In some kind of bizarre cowboy striptease.
If you desire, if it will assist you, certainly.
I can hardly walk in these damn
Well, if you want to take them off,
as it is.
you can go right ahead.
In a state of semi-undress, the lonesome cowboy is much more willing to proceed with the tests.
Count out loud. 1001. Look down at the tip of your foot.
Although his actual performance
Look at the tip of your foot.
Look at the tip of my foot.
leaves rather a lot to be desired.
Maybe I could have done that with my boots on.
He's full of helpful suggestions.
Not to be disrespectful by any means. Would you like me to walk a fence post to you?
And seems willing
A barbed wire fence?
No, sir.
to do almost anything to impress the cops. Unfortunately, the officers choose the one thing
Do you know your alphabet?
that John Wayne Jr. here can't do. He offers to be tested on other areas of his
I
knowledge,
know what size them boots are over there. I know what I do for a living.
but it's no good.
I have to honestly tell you, officer, that I do not know.
All right, let's
And
move
this
on now.
is, I have to bow my head to that.
Okay, don't worry about that.
And with no hat,
We are going to place you under an arrest.
no boots, and no ABCs,
Wait.
Come on,
Look.
Buffalo Bill is taken into
God
custody.
damn it, I got fucking tools in that truck.
Like any good cowboy,
Look, I don't need to be disrespectful.
he's not going to be taken without a fight.
Sir,
By
you're going to
any
make this difficult.
But if the cops don't get him,
Look, I got ants on my chest. Would you mind wiping them off for me?
then maybe the wildlife will.
Oh, you smiling, huh?
Often when cops have their suspects cornered in a dead-end situation, they still somehow manage to slip straight through their fingers. Obviously, it's quite humiliating for those involved. And if these officers are so inept at getting their suspects off the roads that they have to rely on random members of the public to help with their jobs, then their self-esteem will probably hit an all-time low. What's needed to restore these troopers' confidence is to exert some authority.
Stop the vehicle! Stop the vehicle now!
For this, they need to get their suspects where you want them and really show them who's the boss. And so we see. Step 1, they test their level of control by getting the suspects to perform some simple tasks.
Take your car keys out of the ignition and throw them out of the car now!
Now they raise the difficulty a bit.
Okay, driver with your right hand! Open the door from the outside!
If they can cope with something like this, then they can progress on to level 2, which involves doing several things at
Hey,
once.
let me see your hands! Step out of your vehicle and face away from my boys!
As you can see, the officer's confidence is already looking restored, and they have the suspects eating out of their hands.
All right, back straight up, slowly. Don't turn around. Go to your right. Go to your right. Back straight up. Follow the yellow line.
The power quickly goes to the cop's head.
Keep your hands up and exit the car slow.
But for these officers, the ego pampering hasn't stopped yet.
Face away from me. Walk backwards. Keep your hands in the air.
So they try the same trick on the remaining
Keep
suspect.
going. Keep going. Keep going.
By now, the whole thing seems to have gone from boosting the officer's self-esteem
Move to your left right now. 3 steps.
into a giant game of human chess.
Stop. Move back. Slow.
After the earlier humiliation at the hands of these measly pawns,
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
these cops won't stop until they're kings of the board.
Stop on your knees. Cross your feet. Hands on top of your head. Do not move.
Taking off again.
The modern-day police officer is a highly trained law enforcement machine equipped to deploy a precise tactical response in any situation.
How you doing, sir? What? Huh? Huh? Using it? What are you doing over there? Why don't you put your hands on top of the hood for me?
When it comes to dealing with suspects, the policeman's training teaches him to take control
Where's that?
and instantly assume the dominant role in the relationship.
Who else is with you? By myself.
His keen investigative skills will help him establish the facts
You got any ID on you?
and build a clear picture of the suspect down to the very last detail.
Open your coat up. Where's it in?
His assertive, commanding tone
What do you know over here, Patrick?
will help to maintain order and keep the situation from ever getting out of hand.
Put your hands up here. Put your hands up here. Put your hands up here.
But should the status quo suddenly deteriorate, for example, if the suspect pulls a gun out of his car and starts firing it at point-blank range, then an officer is forced to throw the training manual out of the window. All of a sudden, years of keeping yourself calm and focused are replaced with justifiably harrowing screams.
Help me! He's shooting at me!
And with that, it's time to indulge in our highlights one more time. Hidden children in the car boot. And rugby moved into the car parks. Examples of exiting a vehicle, problems with parking. We enjoyed fights down the station and car chases in the street. And we ended it all with a scream.
Help me! He's shooting at me!
Be careful out there.